I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow.
What is going on, guys? Tonight, yes, I said tonight, it's like 9 o'clock, but tonight we are going to be building a farmhouse end table. Starting off, we're going to start with the legs. All right, you're going to be cut to 22 and a half. I have already pre-cut them. 22 and a half. You're going to need 4 of those. Those are the legs. And then you're going to need the short aprons, where they're going to be 19 inches. And those are right here. We're going to start on these first. I don't have a workbench. So what I do is I use my saw table, what is that? My saw table as my table. And so you're going to take 2 legs. You're 19. First, we're going to put some pocket holes in this. Pick the side that you want to use. Really don't want to use this one, honestly. There's a lot of sanding involved. A lot of sanding. Oh well, alright. So this is the pocket hole jig I use. The person who told me about this is actually a YouTuber. His YouTube channel is 731 Woodworks. But you are going to need to get a clamp. This is Craig. This is the first project I've ever done. I will say that. On this jig here, you'll see it has 1.5 inches, 3/4, and 1/2 inch. It'll tell you in the instructions on how to use it. It'll come with this little tool here. It also says on there the depths that you need to set it depending on the thickness of your wood. But I just set it on there just like that, evenly across. Stick my clamp in there. I would prefer getting a larger one. I got one of the smaller ones, but it doesn't really, you have to extend it almost all the way out in order for it to latch on. And that is honestly a bit annoying. Alright. A little too loose. Another thing I would suggest doing is getting one of these 18-volt Ryobi drills. I would definitely recommend this one. The battery's almost dead in this one, but I'm going to attempt to show you before the battery dies. So I have it on there. Another thing before I start, it also comes with a drill bit and a bit to use, if you can see that, the square bit. But on the drill, it also tells you the measurement on there too, depending on the depths of your wood. I like to go back in there right after I drill them just to make sure they're. And there you have it, 2 pocket holes. You flip it over, do the same thing on the other side. On your 19-inch apron now. Now you're 22 and a half, that's your leg. You do not want to get those mixed up. I would say that now, because that has not happened to me, but I'm sure it will in the future, because I tend to forget things. But this is actually my first, well, second. I did a practice one first. I did a practice end table first, just to see how it would go. This is going to be the one I actually sell. So and that's your second. All right. Then you're going to attach that. You're going to attach that to your 22.5 long ways. You see that? Long ways. You're going to attach that to your 22.5. What I like to do here. Alright, guys. Anyway, like I was saying, what I like to do here is set this down on a flat surface. You take your clamp. You can use any kind of clamp, C clamp, great clamp. All right, guys. So this is my pocket hole screw. This is a 2.5 inch. So you just stick it in there. Get your drill. I normally put this on one setting at a 10. Hook it in. Just like that. Boom. Get your other one in there. Do the other side. And then boom, you've already got one side. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to show you guys what I got. Alright, guys. So I got my sides. I got my legs done. Got that one. Got that one. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the 23-inch apron in. Two 23-inch. I've already got those pre-cut as well. So what we're gonna do, make sure you look at your wood before. Just like this right here, I want this to be on the inside because I'm gonna end up sanding that later on. But if you have a lot of nicks or gouges or bad cuts, put all that on the inside because they're not gonna see that. They're gonna see the outside. They're gonna see everything on the outside. But you still want to make sure you sand it really good. Just like we did before, we're gonna put the Craig pocket hole jig on there. One and a half inches. On both. 1.5 inches on both. The pocket hole jig and the drill bit. I'm going to turn that up. Put it on the drill setting. It goes that quick. I'm telling you, get this drill. It is amazing. One of the best drills I've had yet. Once you get that one done, go ahead and do the other one. Alright, so just like that, we both got pocket holes. We're going to go ahead and put them on the table and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm finished. Alright guys, so Excuse me. I got it all put together. Well, not all of it, but the 19-inch and 23-inch aprons. I built it from. Whoa, excuse me, tripping over wood here. I built it from the top side up. This is the top side here. When I flip it over, this is going to be the bottom side. But next, we're going to be putting in the 19-inch short aprons for the lower. The 19-inch and then the 23-inch, which I have to rip those in half. What I do, or what I've been taught to do, was take your 23 and just cut it right down the middle. That's how I've been taught to do it. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to measure from the top down 5 3/4. Let's see if I can show y'all here. Right where my thumb's at, that's where the 5 3/4 should be. The mark. You're going to want your cut side, you're going to want that facing upward. Meaning when it's flipped over, it's going to be, cut side's going to be facing up. That way, when you put in your bottom shelf, it's all flush and even across the whole shelf. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put those in and let y'all see what it looks like after I'm done with it. These 23-inch lower aprons go 5 3/4 down on the outside. You're going to put the holes, when you're building it from the upside down, you're going to put the holes facing upward. Another thing that I like to do is put a clamp on it. I got these at Home Depot. No, at Lowe's. I'm sorry. I got these at Lowe's. I think they were like 25 bucks a piece. I got 2. These are 36-inch clamps. But I like to put that on there. That way when I'm going to drill, it doesn't move. But if you do not have these, you could drill one in about halfway, go to the other side, drill it in about halfway, then come back on the other side on the other hole, drill that one in all the way, just like you would do a tire, but don't tighten them down all the way until you put them all in. Because if you don't do that, and if you don't have a clamp, the board will rock on you when you go to tighten them down. go ahead and put the rest of them in. I'll show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. All right, guys, so I've got it done. This is it here. Frame, rather. I'm gonna flip it over. Slide. There she is. Now we gotta sand her down, paint her white. What's going on, guys? We're back in the shop again. Today we're going to be building a tabletop for that farmhouse end table we're building. Alright, guys, so for your tabletop you're going to need 8 29-inch long 2x4s. What you want to do is take your 2x4 and check which side you want to use. And whatever side you want to use, put that face down. Alright, guys, so now that we got our pocket holes put in the boards, we're going to put glue them and clamp them together. I like using this Gorilla wood glue here. It works pretty damn good. With this wood glue here, guys, you don't have to put a lot on there. This is how I do it right here. Just like that. On 7 of them. Not 8. I already messed up one time. I'm gonna put a little bit more on here. That way it binds a little bit better. And then I'll wipe off the excess once I get them set in place. Alright, we got it clamped. Now we're going to go ahead and put in some pocket hole screws. These are 2.5 inches. Alright guys, so got the pocket hole screws set in there. What's going on guys? Today we are painting the frame to the table I'm building. It's actually an end table. I'm going to build 2 of them and sell them as a pair. I'm bought this at Home Depot today. Got it first coat on the bottom. I just flipped it over. We're about to do the top. So y'all, when today I said we were gonna paint the frame. We got the frame painted, and now we're gonna put a clear coat on our tabletop. I'm gonna turn it around here. Here's our tabletop. This is the finisher I use. 731 Woodworks actually recommended using that in one of his videos. This is the first table I've built here. Actually, it's the first of anything I built besides those shed doors right there. But we're gonna go ahead and open this can up and put a clear coat on. Alright guys, so one thing you want to make sure you do is stir this up really good. And then once you get it stirred up pretty good, you're gonna lay your coat down evenly across the entire tabletop. And you're gonna go with the grain. Always with the grain with everything. Sanding, staining.